Hello, this is Andrew Dudich with WITY, and right now we're talking about National Farm Safety and Health Week, and I have a special guest with us. Can you introduce yourself and tell us who you're affiliated with?
My name is Dave Newcomb, and I am the Ag Rescue Program Manager for the Illinois Fire Service Institute. We are the State Fire Academy, and I run the ag-related rescue classes.
And then what do those classes involve?
Our classes, we have grain bin rescue classes, both at the awareness and operations level for first responders to work around grain bins. We have a tractor rollover class. We have anhydrous ammonia classes. We're just now we're rolling out a new ag chemical class to go with that. And we also have programs in machinery entanglement and large animal rescue, where we work with farm animals.
And so even though it's the Fire Service Institute, it's about all the different types of incidents that you could respond to.
Yes, for our focus is on the first responders who are coming in to handle an incident when something goes wrong.
And does that cover like police forces and things too, or specifically the fire rescue teams?
Our fire service is our priority, but we do train with the police departments and other agencies. They are always welcome to be a part of our classes. It's always better to work as a group, because that way everybody understands each part of their functions and interconnecting. And a lot of times we put people together that you've now got a name and a face together before there's an incident, and that's a better thing.
And that way they kind of have the relationship or the contact in case there's something that does go wrong.
Yes, we do. In our training, we focus a lot on what agencies do you need to help you with this incident. We go into a farm or something that maybe has a chemical issue. You know, who's the local EPA person? Where's those numbers? Try to have all those numbers on hand before you need them. So it's always preparedness ahead of the fact.
Is this a service that encompasses all of Illinois, or are you just one area?
We're the State Fire Academy, so yeah, we cover the whole state of Illinois. We also train at the national and international level. We have classes. We've trained with the FBI. They've come and done training at our facilities. This last summer we did a program with the Marine Corps hazardous materials teams. They came and did some drills with us. We also work with law enforcement, but we travel all over the state, and then we also do China. We have a group in China, or we have a group that go to China 3 times a year to do hazmat training, and then the Chinese bring troops here to do training on our facilities.
And having those different connections helps you, I'm sure, find different perspectives on or techniques how to do things.
Yes, absolutely. You come in to teach a class and you walk out learning something, because somebody else is doing something you never thought of, and it can always be a good thing, and it's always a learning thing.
Because of Farm Safety Week and getting into the harvest season, what are some of the things people need to make sure they're watching out for?
Well, we always talk about maintaining the vehicles, our machinery and all that, doing the service on those and everything. We also have to do that for ourselves. The human body can only take so much. The average age of the farming community is starting to rise. I think the average age of a farmer in Illinois right now is 61 or 62 years old. So I know I've been working on the farm over 20 years, part-time in that, and I can't last near as long as I used to. So above all, take frequent breaks. We're finding that people who take breaks, and some folks are even taking days off, take 1 day a week off. It doesn't prolong the length of the harvest, because they don't have major breakdowns because they weren't tired. So it's actually working out in the long run.
And if there is an incident, what do they do?
Well, first of all, if there's an incident, call 911 and get help on the way. Depending on what the situation is, if it's a chemical release or a grain bin incident or something like that, don't try to rescue the person involved. We see in grain bins especially, over 60% of the people killed in a bin are a would-be rescuer trying to save someone else. So get 911, get help on the way, and be there to be able to tell the first responders what happened, so that they can get better organized to handle the situation.
I know we've talked before, I believe, at Half Century Progress about tractor rollovers, and did a video with that. Let's talk a little bit about grain bins, since we're going to start loading up grain. If somebody is loading in there, what do they do? What do they not do if they're wanting to try to get out on grain?
First, there's more on-farm storage than there is commercial storage when it comes to grain bins. So there's more local bins. Loading the bins, usually is not a big issue. It's in the unloading when they get ready to transport it. Don't go into bins. It's that simple. We've had 3 incidents in the state of Illinois so far this year that I'm aware of. 2 were fatal, 1 was not. The common denominator was they were all 3 in the bin with the unloading systems running. Shut the machinery off so that the grain can't move and lock it out so it can't be accidentally turned back on is the safest practice, along with some kind of a harness and a lifeline to hold you up.
You might think you're saving time, but you're really not if you're going to have a problem, and then you have a lot bigger problem.
Getting in a hurry seems to be a common denominator when accidents happen.
Is there any other general advice you'd like to give farmers or people in the rural areas in general during this time of season?
Once again, rest, take care of yourself, and pay attention to the surroundings around you. The size of the farm machinery of today with the large combines and all that, we're seeing numbers where people are getting run over because somebody walked around the back of it and they didn't know they were there, they couldn't see them. So paying attention to what's happening around you, and don't let the kids get in harm's way. We're seeing numbers in the younger, under 18, starting to climb. So, kids want to get out there on the farm and help dad and grandpa and all that, but by the same token, they can be in harm's way very quickly. So just really pay attention to where your people are and what's going on around you.
Education's very important.
Every day you learn something every day.
And if there's a civic group or a group of responders that are wanting training or to get in touch with you, how do they do that?
You can go to fsi.illinois.edu. That's our website. You can go into programs there and you'll find the ag program. My contact information's there, and feel free to call me. My cell number's right there, and I'll do my best to get back to you.
All right. Well, that's David Newcomb with the Illinois Fire Services Institute. This is Andrew Dudich for WITY. Thank you for joining us.